Good afternoon to one and all present here. I welcome you all for this virtual extramural series. Today we have Devanesh of third year ECE to give glimpses about IoT. Over to you, Devanesh.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. Can I quickly start it? Okay. So, my name is Devansh Shukla. I'm from 30 CE. So, today I'm going to speak about IoT. What basically IoT is Internet of Things. Okay. So, moving to the next slide. What is IoT? Okay. So, IoT is nothing but controlling the things over internet. Okay, like anything, sensor, machineries, or everything can be controlled over internet. Not only that, for an example, if you're communicating using serial communications, that is like wires. Okay, the data may be precise, but the worst thing about that is you will needing a large number of wires. Okay, so much wires for each communications. Okay, which is a very which is a hard thing to do. It's a tedious process to lay wires over everywhere to just transfer a 2 KB of data or like a very small amount of data. Okay, so this is when the IoT comes into existence. It is transferring the data over internet and receiving it from the internet, which makes it very easy, to transfer any data or even communicate between two machineries. Okay. Uh, for me, what IoT is basically a freedom. Okay, for example, you want to turn off your room's light or whatever, or turn on a fan. Okay, uh, you have to move to that room and turn on the switch, or you can turn it on and off using your phone. Which one would you prefer? Obviously the phone, right? So that's what it is. It's to freedom to monitor and manage things. Okay, you can monitor whether your door is open or shut using your application, phone application, from anywhere. Okay, you're in an office and your house is open or shut, you don't know. Okay, you can check it on your phone. Okay, that's what IoT is. It's freedom. Okay, moving to the next slide. Where can we find IoT? Okay, so that's a super question because IoT can be found everywhere, not at one place. IoT is everywhere. You can put IoT like IoT devices. There are wearables like watches. Okay, even iWatches are based on IoT, and even fitness bands, which are basically the IoT. Okay, so devices, and even at the factories. Okay, where you have to control machineries. Okay, a big machineries can be controlled using sitting inside a room. Okay, and just waving at that and using your devices or control devices from far distance, which even makes it safer because when it's a big machinery, there are causes or effects for being damaged, and the losses would be very great. So when you control it over a far distance, it's more safer. And even not only that, okay, it's also customer oriented. Like there are things which customer wants. Okay, for example, if you want to order a lens. Okay, if you want to order a frame or lens, lens card basically. If you want to order a glasses, okay, you have to walk to the store, choose multiple frames, and see which chooses like which matches your face and everything. Okay, instead of that, there is AR in Lenskart app. Okay, which actually takes photo of your, and you can basically see which frame matches you. Just the app itself coordinates your face with the different available frames. Okay, so you can see which is like matches your face, and you can just pick that one and go to the store, buy it. It's more easy work. Okay, by sitting in your home, obviously. Again, it's freedom, IoTs. uh, okay, it's not only that, there are also security purposes. Okay, for example, I will tell you a real-time example of IoT. Imagine a person is at higher risk. Okay, he's having some emergency problem or anything, like he's having an heart attack. Okay, and there is no one in his home. Okay, what he can do, like he have to call someone and inform that he is having a severe something. Okay, but uh, while being in an emergency situation, like heart attack or very severe in thing, you can't really speak or you can't really explain them that what you are having. Okay, and it will not be very easy for people to guess through your actions or everything. Okay, uh, but instead of this, if a person is getting a medical emergency, okay, and he has a button, okay, a button or anything, okay, mm, pressing that button sends a SOS to your family members, okay, and even can contact your home doctors or your family doctors and send them a message with a SOS message like he's in some emergency trouble. So obviously the person sees it first, can opt to you, to your home, or that button or that device can send the location of where you are or where this scenario is happening, and can even activate cameras of your phone or anything. Okay, you can easily control what it can do. Okay, it's just over internet. Okay, so this is where the real time for a thing, if you are traveling in a car, okay, and there is traffic in front of you. Okay, it's like a very huge traffic and you are very late. Okay, and you can't expect that you will reach faster if you travel in the traffic, or what kind of person you're driving person you are. Okay, uh, instead of that, if you have a map which can tell you like there are this much traffic over there and you can take this route, which will be more easier, and not based on just the GPS. Okay, it's based on the real time traffic. Okay, it's the cameras or the traffics, you know which makes it easier for you to travel. And not only for you, there are ambulances which face this problem, stuck in traffic, right? So if an ambulance has this device where it can see if the front road is under construction or heavy traffic or heavy rain, or is there nearby hospital is vacant for bed or what. Okay, so if these all data are uh, is with the driver, I'm sure the driver can save the patient, right? It will not be always 100% efficiency, but I'm sure it will be at least 70 to 80% that he can save that person. Okay, so this is what IoT is changing the world. This is how IoT is changing the world. uh, okay, there are smart homes and all this. Let me move to the next slide. Okay. So what? Okay, this is what IoT was. What makes you an IoT developer? Okay, so uh, being an IoT developer will be like you have to jump inside the ocean and drink all the water. Okay, so IoT developers has lot of skills. Okay, a lot of skills, which includes more core skills are like working with the sensor actuators and Raspberry Pi boards. Actually, it's not only Raspberry Pi, it's also boards like Arduino boards, Node MCU boards, and electronics and circuits, which comes inside everything, like every circuit boards which comes inside that. Programming is obviously it's important for today's life. Programming is one thing which even 7 standards and 8 standards are learning and making wonders in the world. So it's obviously what more is machine learning, artificial intelligence, data analytics, and even mobile development. Obviously, when you know how to develop an app in the mobile, you can more easily communicate the data. Okay, more easily visualize the data actually, because communication is easy, but visualizing them is far more difficult. So being an IoT developer will be like knowing everything, uh, and then working towards it. Okay, so moving to the next actually. Okay. uh, IoT companies. Why companies are taking IoT in their work or in their real time application is a very big question. Okay, for past 2 years to 3 years, there are companies which are opting for IoT based communications or IoT based machinery controls. Okay, for example, even for example, okay, if packets weight, okay, a food factory, a packet's weight has to be calculated and simultaneously sent to a place where it can be checked. Okay, and doing it for 3 units, 4 units would be fine, but if you have 100 units and simultaneously you need to check the weight, the labors needed would be very maximum amount. Okay, right, for 100 you need at least 50. Okay, if a person is seeing two weight machines. Okay, so if you take this data and send it over a single display using any protocol like MQTT or any protocol, you can just visualize that 100 machineries or 100 weighing uh, components and just see if they are working fine or not. And you can even check that which one is not working or which one is partially working or have a damage in that. Everything comes, it's easy using IoT. That are the reasons why companies are opting for IoT. For example, Fitbit and all these are companies which are recently moved into IoT, for obviously the better communications and all this. Uh, all this aside, IoT is not fully developed actually. Okay, it's developing, but even at the stage of being developing, like a developing stage, it has doing wonders. Okay, and not even in like a project sector, like not a student as a project, and it's doing like a product based thing. Okay, it's doing not only that, it's also doing a medical thing. Okay, where you can security, cyber security, safety, health issues, and more are witnessed, monitored, and controlled using IoT. So, which is a far great thing to think about. So, yeah. So, this was all about today about IoT. Okay. So, thank you everyone for patiently listening. Uh, do anyone have
Thank
any
you.
doubt? Anything?
Yeah, Devanish.
Yeah, ma'am.
Thank you for the session.
Thank you, ma'am.
Actually, you gave a quick glance about IoT in nutshell.
Yeah, ma'am.
So what you stated is exactly true. So IoT is like an ocean. So what we had for today is just a drop, right? So
Yeah.
we'll definitely explore it. And thank you for the session again, Devanish.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you all for joining.